If you want to know how to complete all week 7 challenges, go check out the rest of the video. Thanks to FireMonk, I'm able to give you a full guide on the week 7 challenges. Let's start with the legendary quests. They will show up on Wednesday, July 21st at 10 AM ET. For the first challenge of week 7, you need to construct a wooden hatchery. Let me show you where to go, since you only need to do this once to complete the challenge. So northwest of Craggy Cliffs you have this small island. And on the island you can see the small shack. If you go inside you will see the hatchery. I think you will need some wood in your inventory in order to construct the hatchery. After you finish you will get 45k XP. For the next challenge you need to mark an alien egg. They have multiple spawn locations on the island, so it's just a matter of getting there before they hatch or get destroyed by someone else. I recommend to go to the Durburger restaurant between Holly and Slurpee, near the old Logjam Woodworks factory. In the basement you will have 100% spawn for parasites and you can find these eggs. Use your pink button to mark an alien egg and get out of here as fast as possible. To complete the third challenge you need to collect 2 records from Pleasant Park or Craggy Cliffs. Both locations have multiple records you can find, so let's start with Pleasant Park. While we have over here in the white building, if you go through the door and to your left the first crate with records. So interact with it to collect it and go on to the next location, which is the house over here. So you have the brick house and the dog house and the building in between. If you go inside you might have already seen it through the window, but here you can see the second box with records. And if you go to the dog house I was just talking about, so let's go inside, and in the back over here you can see the third crate. And for the final location you have to go to the modern house or the blue building. And if you look over here, you can see the purple crate with these records. So these locations are already enough to complete the quest, but let me show you the locations in Craggy Cliffs as well, in case you prefer to land here to complete the challenge. So this location has 4 crates as well, and the first one can be found in the building on top of the hill. So if you go inside, you will see the first location right over here. And the second one is a little bit hidden. It's inside this room behind the garage door. So if you go inside you can find the second crate. And the third one is actually outside next to the Cap and Carp shop. So between these 2 buildings you can find the third crate. And the final location is over here. So we have this anchor on the front of the building. And if you go underneath you will find the final crate right here, the blue one, to collect the final records. And for challenge number 4 you need to stoke campfires near different hatcheries. And if I look at the quest I would say you can't stoke the same campfire twice, but you need to do the second one near a different hatchery. So I'm not sure if they want us to go to Holly Hatchery or the hatcheries we just built for the first stage of the legendary quest line. So let's assume it's for the hatchery we need to build for the first quest. So that was the one over here inside this building. And right next to the hut you can see this campfire. So if you light this campfire and you stoke it, so you will need some extra wood in order to do this, you should complete the first location. And I found a lot of locations on the map, at least 3 of them, but I think there will be even more. So let me go to the second one as well. So the second location is on the other side of the mountain if you look from Catty Corner or Retail Row. So behind this big mountain you have the zip line over here and it ends near this shack over here. So if you fly inside this shack you will see another hatchery location. So you can also use this location for the first quest. Anyways, if we go outside you will see a campfire again. So if you light this campfire and you stoke it, you will complete the quest. And for the final legendary quest you need to collect parenting books from Holly Hatchery or Retail Row. Just like the quest with the records you can complete the challenge in one of these locations, because you only need 2 books. Let me show you the places you need to go if you're heading to Retail Row. So the first parenting book can be found in the blue building at the start of the location. So if you go inside you will see this random pile of books in the middle of the room. Interact with it to collect it and go on to the next location, which is between these fences over here. Because if you look at here you will see the second location. And if we move on to the building with the basketball court right next to it and go inside, on our right you will see the third location. And for the last location we have to go all the way to the back over here. And I think you can already see it maybe, but here it is on the floor again. And this is the final location. So you only need to interact with 2 parenting books to complete the quest. But in case you want to land on the other side of the island, let me show them in Holly Hatchery as well. So here we are in Holly Hatchery, and let's start with the greenhouse in the southeast corner of the location. So if we go inside through this door, you will see the pile of books right over here. And I could only find 3 locations in Holly Hatchery, so I'm not sure if I was missing one, but at least it's still enough to complete the quest. So the second location is right over here in the garage of this alien zone. And the final location I could find was inside the yellow building in the northern corner, or northwest corner I should say. So if you go down here through this door, you will see the pile of books. So interact with 2 of these to complete the final legendary quest. Now let's move on to the epic quest. They will show up on Thursday, July 22nd at 10 AM ET. For the first week 7 epic quest, you need to use the Recon Scanner to spot an enemy player. I would recommend to go into Team Rumble, land at the satellite station, open the big chest to get yourself the scanner, and use it when all players have come together in a smaller circle. It might even work on one of the IO guards that are walking around inside these locations. Ping one opponent to get 30k XP and you can move on to the next challenge. And therefore you need to visit Misty Meadows, Catty Corner and Camp Cod in a single match. Not only are these locations very close to each other, it's also pretty easy because you have a UFO inside Camp Cod. So Camp Cod is the island on the south side of the map. From here you can go up over this mountain towards the rainbow and to Catty Corner. So once you reach the other side of the mountain where Big Chuggus is also located, you have entered Catty Corner, and from here on you only have to go to Misty Meadows. And there we go, we just reached Misty Meadows a few seconds later. And the challenge is done and you will get 30k XP and you can move on to the next one. And for the third challenge you need to search ammo boxes. It's pretty easy because you only need to search 5 of them. And I recommend to go underneath the main building here in Lazy Lake. So if you go to this area you have to be a little bit lucky of course. But here you can find 1, 2 and 3. And maybe even under the stairs. No, not today, but you could already find 5 of these ammo boxes. So if you go up 2 layers, you can see one over here. And the other one is right underneath the stairs. So that's already a total of 5 ammo boxes in only this building. And for challenge number 4 you need to defeat Riot. It's the NPC between Misty Meadows and Catty Corner, close to the yellow bridge. It's a hostile NPC, so make sure you bring some heavy weapons with you before you start fighting him. And I expect it's going to be a chaos in the first few days because only one person is able to eliminate him every match. He has a lot of HP and if you don't look out, he might eliminate you instead. To complete the quest and get 30k XP, you need to defeat Riot once. The next 3 challenges are all related to the Whiplash. You know, the FORTNITE race car. You can find one in many different locations. Normally I would recommend to go to the west side of the island, where you can find the John Wick building, aka Fancy View. But as you can see, they removed the car from the garage. So instead I recommend to go to one of those truck trailers that have a chance to spawn a Whiplash. So right here is one of these locations. They don't have a 100% spawn chance, so you have to be a little bit lucky. You could also decide to go to the parking lots near the bigger cities. Anyways, once you have it, reach the top speed in the Whiplash to complete the first quest. So drive to a straight road and boost to reach the top speed. And for the second quest you need to drive a Whiplash through the storm. I don't think it will be hard to complete, especially with the new Team Rumble concept where almost 80% of the map becomes a purple zone. And after you finish the challenge you can go for the final quest, where you have to complete a Whiplash time trial. I was able to find one in Lazy Lake. Get yourself a Whiplash or maybe a different car, make your way to this exact location and start the time trial. Complete the trial and get the final 30k XP. So good luck with everything, and every Thursday I'm live on this channel to complete the challenges. Feel free to join the stream and hang out with the community. So leave a like if this video is useful, subscribe to my channel and make sure you turn on notifications so you won't miss a single video. From now on you can use code RutgerK in the item shop to support the channel. My goal is to reach 25,000 subscribers, so maybe you can help me out. My name is RutgerK, thanks for watching and I see you in the next video.